Cafe's locked.
It's really sad that politics has turned into a circus, a joke. It's also really sad that Ryan Upchurch's fans are being harassed because they're fans of Ryan Upchurch, myself included. It's also really sad that some people, project their problems onto others, deflecting and all that. You know, let's just say this. I'll just say this. You know, some of these mass shooters, have you noticed some of them committed suicide? Well, number one, why didn't they get the help that they need to begin with? And number two, they would have just instead of killing people, innocent people, they should have just committed suicide instead of killing innocent people. That's common sense right there. Just being honest. Now, when it comes to Johnny Goble, do I know for a fact that Johnny Goble, the allegations of pedophilia, abuse against him, is it true or not? Don't know, because I don't have the proof. I don't. Even being the fact that he was arrested over 20 times doesn't really prove that he committed a crime when it comes to pedophilia. So that allegation against Johnny Goble needs to stop now. The allegations against Johnny Goble that he's a pedophile and all that, an abuser, you better have all the facts. Now, I will say this. Johnny Goble deserves all the bullshit that's coming his way. I keep on saying this because, Johnny, you brought all this upon yourself. You have nobody to blame but yourself, and that's that. But I believe that Johnny Goble has been lying since day one. Now, there's a difference between me saying I believe someone has been lying to me saying that person is a liar. There's a big difference. Now, I have what you call a bullshit alarm. And I talk to somebody online or in person, and I get bad vibes from that person, my bullshit alarm goes off. Or whenever someone's not talking to me and saying all that this or that bullshit, and I get bad vibes from that person, bullshit alarm goes off. You follow? Alright. Now someone's probably going to say, well, that's awfully judgmental of you, Red. Oh well. I don't care. 4 claims why I believe that Johnny Goble has been lying this whole time. Number 1, Exhibit A. He's clout chasing. You can look for the proof on Ryan Upchurch's channel, where he was talking about Johnny Goble, called him the Gobbler and all that. Now, he challenged Ryan Upchurch in a boxing match. You want to box, stuff like that. And he added the stipulation, well, if I win, I get to have your Lamborghini. First of all, Johnny Goble, you wouldn't know what... If you had a Lamborghini, you wouldn't know what to... You wouldn't know. You just wouldn't... Oh my gosh. You wouldn't know what to do with a Lamborghini if you had one. Just being honest with you, dude. So that's Exhibit A. 1. 2. Exhibit B. Now again, referring back to Ryan Upchurch's channel because it's proof is there. Alright? Because Johnny Goble said that if I had the money that Ryan Upchurch or any other celebrity has, I would help out the homeless. I would build a homeless shelter. I'm going to call bullshit on that. You and Merle, Johnny, you strike me as two people who would waste $2 million in one day. Hell, maybe probably $10 million in one day. Possibly 1 week. You'll get yourself a bunch of Jordans and all that kind of stuff. You'd probably get yourself a Lamborghini and all that. Who knows. And then you said on your channel one time that you were going to get rich by the end of this year. So you're using the drama between you and Upchurch and John Holbrook, Mike Endicott, the mayor, Zach Stapleton, and whoever else. You're using that drama to get rich. See, here's the other claim. Alright. Exhibit C. 3. Like some people, you used a mass shooting, a tragedy, to your advantage. You said that that 18-year-olds shouldn't be able to have firearms. That's some bullshit, dude. You're nothing but a liberal. And it shows, really, because you said, oh, it's causing too much hate in reference to the Confederate flag. No, the Confederate flag stands for states' rights, rebellion. All that. And because you got the wrong kind of attention, you switched up. 4. Exhibit D. And this is the big one. And this is especially when you said, oh, I'm planning on getting rich, and if I had the money and all that bullshit, I would help out the homeless and build a homeless shelter. My bullshit alarm went way off after you said that. Now, this is where my bullshit alarm went off, because you saw just talking a bunch of bullshit. Saying something about, corruption in your hometown and all that. And you think that you're fighting against corruption. Dude, there's a bunch of freaking idiots from Antifa and a bunch of so-called patriots, what I like to call them, plastic patriots. The self-proclaimed freedom fighters. They say, oh, I'm fighting against corruption. No, you're misusing the word. You're not fighting shit. You're just in your own little sandboxes. That's it. Now, Johnny Goble, you said, well, I'm fighting against corruption. I got the proof, guys. Yeah, you said you have all the proof against Ryan Upchurch and Mike Endicott, whoever else. But yet, you haven't released the proof yet. So that tells me one thing. That you bullshitting. You're a bullshitter. You're a liar. I saw that video where your attempt to be transparent. Yeah, that didn't work out. So I believe that you've been lying. Now, as far as the liberals and the plastic patriots, don't go around claiming to be something that you're not. Because it seems like just by calling yourselves patriots, labeling yourselves patriots and liberals, you think that's like some kind of badge of honor. And not only that, the patriots, because of what happened in the Uvalde shooting, and here's the one thing that really gets me. You know, people projecting their problems onto other people, two-faced hypocrites. You know, a lot of you claim that you support the police, and then you turn your back on the Uvalde Police Department. That's some two-faced bullshit. And some of you don't even know what SOP stands for, Standard Operating Procedures. Yet you have something to say. Hell, I could have told you back in June 2005 that cops are not constitutionally bound to protect us. Actually, I said that before. But the one thing that gets me is your two-faced hypocrisy. One minute that you say, "Oh, I'm pro Blue Lives Matter, guys." Really? Is that so? Well, you switched up like a punk real fast. What about what the cops did to Duncan Lemp? Did you support the cops then? Yeah, you did. What about Gary Willis? You know what happened to Gary Willis and Duncan Lemp? 3 words. Red flag laws. That's what happened. Or extreme risk protection orders. That's what happened. Of course, that's 4 words. And something tells me that it was a patriot or a few patriots who ratted on Duncan Lemp and Gary Willis. Yep. Yep. There's rats. There's rats. And over the past year, especially during this whole Johnny Goble situation, like several others, I've received death threats. You know what I'll do with death threats? Either one, YouTube deletes the comments, or I just laugh it off, because those people who send death threats, they're not that serious.